So guys, we are talking here about isentropic efficiency of diffuser. So in diffuser, when flow is happening, that time at this inlet you will be having total pressure. Consider that as P01. That total pressure will travel throughout the nozzle diffuser, and it will reach to the exit. This is a subsonic diffuser I'm drawing. So this will be P02. And if there is no irreversibility present in the diffuser, then P01 and P02 will be same. But if there is irreversibility present, then P01 will be more than P02. So this pressure will decrease. So if this, you will see the diagram on TS diagram. So this is T and S. So first you draw the ambient pressure line, that is like P ambient. So I mean whatever pressure was here, that is P ambient, and here you had pressure which is the equivalent total pressure of this PA, that you consider as P01. This is only that pressure, and consider that irreversibility is present, then your P02 will be less than P01. After that, consider that when the fluid was entering, that time the state was, the temperature of the fluid was this temperature, and entropy was this. So this is you consider as T1, and this entropy you consider as S1. And suppose the fluid is entering and traveling through the nozzle, that time whatever inlet temperature, either the fluid will travel in ideal diffuser or actual diffuser, total temperature will not change. So either you go on this line from here, you will be having some total temperature, that is T01, or same T you have to maintain on this path also. So whether you write T02, but T01 and T02 will be same. Even T01 belongs to pressure line P01, and even T02 belongs to pressure line P02. But because this pressure line P02 is for irreversible case, but total temperature will not change in case of irreversible case, but definitely total pressure will be less in case of irreversible at the exit. So if you want to start from this, and if you want to reach ideally, then you will reach to P01 at this point. But if you want to start from S1 from this point, and if you want to reach to the state of the same temperature but irreversibility is there, then you will land here, right? So this will be your ideal case, this will be your actual case. So now P02 is having, you can see P02 is having this one more cut point. So this point is helpful to find out isentropic efficiency. So for this point you give the name T01 dash, for this point you give the name as T01, and this temperature you consider as T1. So this is T1 dash, this is T01. So find out gap of these two, means T01 dash minus T1. Find the gap of these two. So you can say that this is T01 minus T1. So this became your isentropic efficiency formula for diffuser. And actually when you multiply Cp everywhere, then this will be enthalpy, total enthalpy, H01 dash minus H1, and here it will be H0 minus H1. So this enthalpy you can see we are calculating from the actual pressure line, correct? You can see from P02. So this is nothing but the work actual, and this enthalpy we are calculating by considering P01 line as reference line. So this P01 line, so this work will be work ideal. Some people may confuse, like how can I write enthalpy into work terms, because the enthalpy is also energy, work is also energy. So change in enthalpy if you do, you may receive work, right? So it's like, suppose you have any system, in that system some enthalpy is entering, some H is entering, and you are getting some different H. So suppose that H1 H2, so H2, suppose H2 is different, suppose H2 is less than H1. So where is that gap? I mean, where is H1 minus H2 gone? This H1 minus H2 has been converted into work or heat, and that thing has gone out of the system. Okay, so that's why you can say that change in enthalpy can give you work or heat. Fine. So that this is how we can understand that isentropic efficiency formula, like this, or in terms of work. Okay, go for the next question. Thank you.